Let me just go live and shoot from the hip. It's 5:26 a.m. here in West Africa. And I just finished speaking with my dear sister, who has the nickname Customato because she has been like a life coach for me. Yes, at 63 years old, I do need a life coach. We do need those two yellow lines on the highway, on the road, so we don't go on and have a head-on collision. Why am I up? Well, I've been getting up early, and I plan to get up earlier just to focus on my personal mission, because I'm on a whole different level now as far as my thoughts on this world and my life and just what I'm going to put energy to. And it's been this way for a while, but this is when it really snapped in. You know, when you get office furniture and you have the instructions and sometimes you can see how it fits and you just snap the pieces in, but if it doesn't snap, you know it didn't go in. Well, this morning, I was up from 4 actually. And this message came on time in the discussion that we had in a few videos that she sent me. It's right on point, and I can't go back anymore in my thoughts. And what's that? Well, as we've discussed before, and I give her credit for our discussion and steering me this way, this planet, and I'm convinced that this planet is not our ultimate home. First of all, this is an evaluation level. You know when you go to college or you go for a job and they want to evaluate you, your abilities and how advanced you are? This is a placement level, a placement service to see where we go. It makes sense to see where we go on the next life, the next level, right? So we're given all of these things. We can get caught up in being hateful. We can be caught up in lust. We can be caught up in greed, jealousy, all of this stuff. And this is why we have free will to do anything we want. But we're screwing ourselves at the end of the day, because this is what we do here is going to help to place us where we truly belong. Because we could have free will to do good. But like we discussed, most of the people on this planet are hollow. They have no damn charge. They're like puppets, and strings are being pulled by these evil entities. And the hollows are like speed bumps for the righteous. The righteous people, and I'm not saying we're perfect, but those who have a heart, those who have a soul, the righteous people of this earth is far and few between. Because the hollows act righteous, and we're up with them every single day, but they'll throw you under the bus in a second. They have no real inertia to remain in a righteous lane. They can act that way. They can hang out with righteous people and look righteous just because of what's around them. It's like the homosexual man in drag at the club, hanging out with 5 and 6 beautiful women. And they're in the shadows. So you look at all of these people and you say, man, all of y'all are fine. You all are sexy. And a homosexual man who cross-dresses, who's passing as a woman, is sitting there giggling because they're fooling you. And there's so many people out here who are fooling us. And this is not going to be a long rant. It is what it is. But I'm just speaking my mind right now. And let me just open up this section so I can see. The Wolf Master, welcome, welcome. I just woke up and I have to get out of here too. There's something I have to do today far away. I'll be back. I was supposed to do something last night, but it got too late, and I promised that I was gonna start getting into bed early. Now, all I can say, and like me and my dear sister agreed, enjoy your life. Do the best that you can for your life. But this is not our ultimate home. I'm convinced. And I'm gonna tell you about these people, right? These people who have oppressed us. If I say WHITE, if a European, then they might flag this video and say, oh, it's hate speech. But really and truly, they have jacked up this planet. And a lot of us who are hollows, because you got black people who are hollows and you got hollows of all races, they go along with it. I just recently found out through an Instagram post that was sent to me, and I'm not going to say all the details like I know everything. I skimmed over it, but Mars Candy, the company, they're going to jack up all the cocoa and do some gene or genetic editing on cocoa that will mess it up, that it'll be perpetual. Like, it won't be just what they touch. But when these trees grow, it's going to affect all the other trees and it'll be irreversible. Why? Why? Why do these people, and I'm going to say you people, for those who are peeking and listening, why do you, because you do it to us, why do you people come around and have no respect for God, spirituality, nature, your fellow inhabitants on this earth, which you don't look at as your fellow inhabitants? You look at them like they're lower or less than. You want to genetically engineer everything. You want to change sexes around. You want to say everything that is good. You want to mess it up. You see trees growing, you want to mess the trees up. Google now, recently, is starting to shoot out all of these genetically modified mosquitoes in California and Florida. But see, nobody listens to these things. Nobody talks about these things. We just want to see some nice, beautiful ass shaking in our face, or gossip, or just jealous of somebody, or peeping out the window at your neighbor and mad at how they're living. Mad that you can't have access to their peace. This is crazy. So me personally, I'm like, I am so tired of you gotta wake up. I'm not walking around saying that, right? That's like the guy there, the British are coming, the British are coming. I used to be on that. Now I don't even say it no more, because half the time you're talking to a hollow. You're talking to a person with no soul. And you have a lot of black people out here who have no soul. You have people of all races, but those people, they really don't have a soul. And then you're going to have the people coming and defending, oh, but you can't say all of them. Well, who is going against what the evil ones amongst them do? They stay silent because they benefit from what the evil ones do. So on one hand, they'll go to your little rallies and your little marches and put the dark glasses on now and hold the signs up so they can hide their face, so they can tell you, I was at the rally, I spoke out, but you didn't show your face. Because see, if you did, when you get around the other ones, they're going to call you an NIGG you-know-what lover. So get away from me with that. And they're fascinated with what we have. I saw a video last night that this was speaking about, soccer, and how even the whitest countries have the blackest teams. And it doesn't mean anything because it's soccer. I'm not talking about soccer. All I'm saying is that they know they need us for something, because there's something they don't have. And what is it that they don't have? They don't have a soul. They do not have a soul. And we're connected to this earth while we're here. They despise us for some reason. It's deeper than just, the color of your skin. We have a soul and they don't. We get to go to the next level if we do right on this level, and they won't. They are genetic modifications. They're GMO. They're GMO people, because if they weren't, they wouldn't act the way they do throughout history. And they still tell the history, but they minimize how evil they are. And it's still 95% evil, and that's a low number. It's facts. It's facts. And they have genetically modified and they have us with our colonized minds, submitting to their foolishness. And this is why here in Africa, they just let them come on in, take all the resources. Many of the leaders are hollows. They're not leaders. Imagine And there's so many black men and black women that I can say, but we'll talk about one who we all know. Imagine if the African black leaders here in the motherland had the mentality and intensity of a Malcolm X. Imagine that. Oh no, they drop a nuclear bomb over here if it happened. They would do that. But these leaders, under the table, they get paid. They get things and sell the people out. I'm not saying Ibrahim Traore is doing that from Burkina Faso, no. And the other leader from Niger and over here in Ghana, I'm still watching. But I don't know. Listen, enjoy your life. I'm not saying not to fight or not to do the right thing, but get something out of this life. Enjoy your life. We're in a fight, but at the same time, enjoy your time between rounds. Walk straight, do what's right that will take you to the next level. But understand, like Chuck D said, and welcome to the Terror Dome, every brother ain't a brother, right? He can be undercover. I'm not trying to figure out who's undercover, who's hollow or not. If you're real, you will stand up. If you're real, you will shine the light. That's righteous, that's within you, and we will know each other. But if I have to figure you out, then you're a hollow. If I have to figure you out, you have no soul. It should be evident, because there are times that I've walked down the street in America and here in Africa and seen a brother or a sister, and we temporarily lock eyes. And there's an energy that's transmitted and downloaded, and you know from your soul that even if you don't speak, you might just do a head nod or say, hey, how you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? And you know they're a real one. You might be in the supermarket with them, and then you see them again, and you might start a conversation, a deep conversation out of nowhere. It's not even any preliminaries. You just start a deep conversation, and you leave it there, and you smile, and you feel good that you see somebody who's on your side, who's on your frequency. But there's so many people today that I'm not trying to convince anybody or anything. I'm not trying to be on some podium with a bullhorn. Wake up, wake up. You know who you are. You know what you're supposed to do. You know what's happening in this world. And there's just too much damn evil in this world on all levels. Don't look to politics to change anything. Don't even look for the man-made religions to change anything. That's all jacked up too. All of the molestations and people keeping quiet about certain things, and you're not supposed to say this because you're gonna upset the order. Then what the hell you're there if you can't talk? Why are we chastised when we speak the truth? Even if we're off in it, where are the people to correct us? This is a very lonely walk. There are not many people out here who have souls. And these people, they're doing everything they can to destroy the earth. They're messing with the weather. They want to give Africans and black people vaccines that make them not able to reproduce. Why are you messing with something that's already perfect? The Creator left the land perfect. We're supposed to be here enjoying and thriving and doing for each other. We shouldn't even have to have or need money. We don't need money. We need righteous people, and we need each other if we're righteous. I've said this before, and I'm going to wrap it up because I got to take my funky butt in the shower and get on up out of here. I'm just raw this morning. I'm sorry. My last point. Why do we need a currency that can be manipulated by someone else who manipulates us? Why? Why can't we throw down all things called money and do for self and do for each other? Imagine we had a community, a state, a country where there was no money, but that older woman who taught school for many decades, she's the one in the community to look after the children and teach them. How about the doctors? Well, the doctors give her free treatment. The doctors give everybody free treatment. But when he has a leak in his roof, the roofers come and fix the roof for free. The doctor helps the old lady and the kids and everybody for free. The people who know how to cook real good, we collectively get up all we need and we cook for free. We do everything for free. You do for me and I do for you. But currency has been introduced with the perceived value, so we're all become prostitutes to the dollar. It's not about doing for the person, how much you gonna give me? What am I gonna get? And so we don't have communities anymore. We don't. It's all this, I got mine, you gotta get yours. And when you do have yours, you're still gonna need others, but you're gonna have to cough up the money. That's how they have us controlled. Now it's greed, chase the bag, chase money. Yeah, I gotta get it. I'm retired. I made it that far. I can sit back a little more and I still gotta budget myself. I'm on a limited income. I'm still controlled by that system. Even though I got my foot out of it. And less controlled to set myself up to be that way. But most who are here on the motherland, oh, I cannot wait to go to America. I want to go to America. For what? For the illusion? To indulge in things that are not going to let you get to the next level? I don't understand it. But those people are messing up the world. They are the true minorities. What is it, 8 or 9% of the world population, but they're raising the most hell. They're envious of what we naturally have. They're envious of our sisters' natural beauty. They have our sisters all screwed up in the head where they think they got to straighten their hair and bleach their skin. 2 big billboards down by the Accra Mall. I took pictures of them. I took video of them. When I come back later on, I'm going to talk about that, and I'm putting those pictures up. They got us mentally shish kebab, screwed. You see the meat, but there's a big wooden stick holding it all together. The colonized mind is holding everybody here together. And we're dancing to music that we weren't made to dance to. We see ourselves as less. And that's all over the world. I don't know if it's ever gonna go the way our Creator intended. But then again, maybe this is the way our Creator intended it to be, so that we can hang ourselves by showing our true nature. You know, we've been given free will, right? We all get the paycheck on the job. And let's say we all had the exact same money. We can go out and spend that money any way we wish, correct? Some people are gonna come back broke. They partied all weekend. Some people are gonna get foreclosed on their mortgages because they gambled or tricked off their mortgage money and didn't pay their bills. And then you have the person who did everything right. They have peace of mind. They're building wealth. Well, I'm seeing it that way right now on this level. So right now, all I can say is that do good. Be the righteous person. Don't overextend yourself to these hollows who want to drain you, who are not really about ascending and being righteous and being good. They'll suck you down. They're speed bumps. Don't be pissed when they get you, when they use you, when they betray you, when they turn their back on you. Just understand what they are in this world, even when they look like you. But those other people, pretty much they're the viruses and the parasites of the planet. Expect that. Their system tells you that. It's becoming ever increasing as far as making it in their system. It's like the walls are closing in on you. There's never any end. You're running a treadmill and you think you're running on real ground, but there's a TV screen in front of you that's huge and you think you're running on the countryside, but you're really a lab rat. You're an experiment to them. And their purpose is to bring you down. Their purpose is to destroy you and have fun doing it too on their side. Sick, evil fun, twisted fun. In other words, the way they think, we're not really part of this. Let's see what we can do to twist it. Let's see what we can do to make it demented, to make it sick. They don't like the Creator, so now they're here and they're going to do underhanded things to his people. We are the chosen people of the Creator. We are the chosen people of God. And those people don't like us. That's why they get a thrill from when they see us shaking ourselves up, indulging in their freakishness, because now they have us twisted. Now they have us acting in a way that's diametrically opposed to the Creator. So when we show up and when we get to the doorway symbolically of the next level, they're sitting back, those hollows and those droids and those evil ones, they're sitting back laughing now because they know, oh, they're not going to make it. We can't go, so they're not going to go. Like a jealous little kid who gets no presents during the holiday season, but he peeks out the window and sees all the people across the street, the kids in the house across the street riding new bikes and wearing new clothes and whatnot. We understand what that is. Don't train your kids to be that way anyway, as far as thinking they should get something material at a time when you should be hunkering down together and teaching your children what the world is all about. I'm done. Seriously, I'm here to help those who are trying to do the right thing. People have helped me, and I'm going to help them. But I'm not going to give a damn about no hollow. And if you don't have a soul, I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't care how much you talk. See, and that's the thing. On social media, you have so many people who are empty, who are dead, narcissists, demons, talking righteous, and you follow them, and you believe in them. And they want to hear themselves talk, and they want to control who they have around and start their little cults and their little movements. And you're looking for an answer outside of yourself instead of saying to yourself, do I have a soul or not? And if you do what you need to do directly. You don't need anybody to talk to God. You don't need to go to this next human being who acts holy and says holy words to talk to God, to have that connection to God. And if you don't have it, it's not going to be in a man or a woman. You better find your connection back directly, because God never turns his back on you. We're the ones that are disconnected to God because of our indulgences and our little sweet little sins that we like to do. And yes, I have mine too that I'm trying to get rid of. I'm in a struggle right now. I can admit that. See, but most of y'all can't because you want to dress up and say, act holy. I mean, when you go to a church, houses of worship, most of the time, these are unrighteous people in drag, acting holy. It's like a man trying to pretend to be a woman, right? We said that before. Are you sitting up in this so-called house of worship, eyeballing everybody, the shoes they got on, who has yellow teeth, who wore the same outfit from last week? You're playing pretender. You think you're getting anywhere, but you're not getting any damn place. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it, and I will not indulge in it no more. And like I said, I'm not going to be that guy telling them, wake up, to hollow people. You have the voice inside of you. You know what to do. You know when you look somebody in the eyes, who's real and who's not. You can feel it if you're on point and have a direct connection with God, the Creator, and you take it from there. And you act like this is mumbo jumbo talk. But look, if I told you Wi-Fi wasn't real, you'd tell me I'm a liar, because you know you get a signal to your cell phone and to your computer if it's not connected by a cable. You can't see Wi-Fi, but you know it's very much real. If your Wi-Fi on your computer doesn't work, you're going to call the company, hey, what happened? I'm not getting Wi-Fi. I paid my bill. Well, why don't we understand that our connection to the Creator is the same way? You know when you do wrong, even from young. You know right from wrong. Even a dog knows right from wrong. If the dog jumped up on the table and ate up all the food, and you come into the room and you look at the table, he's got that dumb look on his face because he knew he shouldn't have went up there and did it. Unless it's an untrained stray dog cut from the same cloth as those hollows and those droids, those evil ones that are 8 to 9% of the population. And again, oh, Lance, you can't say that about all of them. Well, who's speaking up about what's true and what's going on in the world right now? If you're not speaking up, I'm not defending you. You're one of them. Stay away from me. Anyway, I woke up this morning and this is what I had to say. I got to move on and get going. I'll be back later on. I might do even a live from outside on my phone in the street if these feelings are hitting me, because they've been hitting me a whole lot. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it that way. Whoever doesn't like it, unsubscribe. If you like it, let me know. Anyway, much love to you all. On to the next one. Lance Scurv on fire. Lance Scurv out.